Okay, we're joined by Louise van Rhyn. Hello, Louise, from Partners for Possibilities. And you're the founder of that. Just explain what Partners for Possibilities is.
So we have a massive education crisis in our country, and part of the issue is that we don't have the right knowledge, skills, experience in our under-resourced schools. So what we do is we tap into the business community, we partner business leaders and school principals in a learning partnership, and then they work together to improve the organizational health at a school, because that's where the issues are.
So there are a lot of bodies doing similar things?
No one's doing
that. Okay, so explain how you're different.
So firstly, we work at scale. So we've got 1,066 partnerships already across the country.
Partnerships?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We are the only organization that through a facilitated, structured process enable people locally to have the impact that we're having, and we are having amazing impact across the country. And there's no one else in the world who does what we do.
Okay.
It's a completely unique solution.
Yeah, give me a practical sense of how that works.
So a business leader principal signs up, they join a leadership development program similar to going to a business school. The only thing, it's facilitated locally, so it's whether it's Polokwane or Pofadder or Rustenburg. We have a local learning process facilitator who facilitates the partnership between 8 and 10 partnerships in Polokwane. And then those people get trained on how to be development partners, how to address the issues at the school. They get supported. There's we fly the facilitators to Polokwane to go and work with that team, and then when they're ready to start to mobilize what they both have to offer, the business leaders bring their knowledge, skills, experience, networks into the schools. The principals bring what they have around understanding of education, community, etc. And then we see 1 + 1 = 5. So suddenly the principal has someone to talk to about the HR issues and the IT issues and the finance issues that previously they had nobody to talk to, because the difference between well-resourced schools and schools that struggle is in well-resourced schools on the school governing body you have a team of HR people and a team of finance people and a team of people who can help with HR, IT, finance. We don't have that in these under-resourced.
It's quite interesting. I mean, I think what I'm sensing here is that we tend to focus very much on the lack of skills in teaching.
Yeah.
As the cause of our crisis in South African education. I think what you're saying is that there's a bigger issue there, and it's how you run the schools.
The crux of the issue is the capacity around management and leadership. So anybody who runs an organization will know that the organization will not produce good outcomes if the organization is not well led and managed.
Yeah.
We have 20,000 school principals who are promoted from being post-level 1, many of them post-level 1 teachers. So they're a geography teacher. Suddenly they become a manager or a leader of a large organization. And you need general management skills. But if you don't have general management skills, you just flounder. So we have lots of people floundering at the moment.
You're in 1,066 schools?
Yeah.
And you said you've had a tremendous impact. Just to define that for us.
So the impact varies from improved parental engagement, organizational health, in that the school management teams start to work together, the facilities get improved, etc., etc. Ultimately, we want to see improved education outcomes, and we are now starting to see that in schools where this work has been done for the last 2 or 3 years. The grade 3 and 6 literacy and numeracy results go up.
What's your background?
I'm an organizational development and leadership development person.
And when did you start this?
10 years ago.
10 years ago, and who funds you?
So it's funded by business. So the idea is to not be a charity, but a social justice organization. We create opportunities for people from large businesses to go and do this work in schools, and at the same time develop their own capacity to lead in the VUCA world, in the volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. So you don't learn that.
What is that you just said? That's an anagram I haven't heard.
VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. So that those four words describe
VUCA.
Volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. That describes life in an under-resourced school in a township area. So as a business leader, when you go to GIBS or GSB or wherever, you never learn those skills of how to work in that environment, because Santin won't give it for you, but Alex will. So businesses recognize the value for their leaders to leave their corporate offices and go and work in an under-resourced school. So they pay us for the fact that we facilitate that journey for them.
So you're going to get these highly trained guys who come out of the corporate world, and they're going to go to the school, and they're going to assist
We have
them.
1,066 of them already.
Wow. Okay. Is there any sort of hard metrics that you can throw at me to impress me about the impact that you're having?
So the metrics is ultimately you working one school at a time.
Yeah.
And what we need to do is we need to improve one school at a time. And you and I both know that it takes between 5 and 10 years to improve the organizational outcomes at an organizational unit. So we've gone past trying to have a metric that goes across 1,066 should be very impressive already for you.
It is impressive. I am impressed.
That's 1 million children.
Wow.
So a million children have a better chance of a positive education outcome because of this work that we're doing.
Wow, that is an impressive number. That is an impressive number. You don't necessarily look at academic outcomes.
We do. So I said earlier that that we in the provinces where we can measure academic outcomes in primary schools, there is a measurable improvement in grade 3 and 6 results. Our challenge in South Africa is that we only have one province where you can measure academic outcomes at primary level. And high school in the Western Cape. And unfortunately, the high school measures, the matric results, anybody in education will tell you that's a very, very difficult metric to use to evaluate success.
You're looking for more people, more businesses to...
We want more finance people, we want more HR people, we want more IT people that can either do this whole program, which is quite a big investment, or just make themselves available as resources to the schools so that we start to cross the boundaries between well-resourced and under-resourced. Because as I said, in the well-resourced schools, there's a team of finance people who can help. In the under-resourced school, there's a lonely principal. That's not fair. That's why, that's at the heart of our inequality in our country. And when we look around today and we see the violence, we need to know that that's because kids leave school with no hope because they can't read. And if we don't fix this issue as a nation, we will continue to see more violence and our country will continue to burn.
Yeah, and more unemployability.
Yeah.
You talked about the bigger program. So there's two ways companies can get involved. Lend your personnel. The other one is the bigger program. What is that?
So the Partners for Possibility program is this partnership between business and principals, business leaders and principals. That's a long-term commitment. An organization say over the next 5 years, we're going to walk a journey with a school and we're going to help the school become successful.
Kind of sponsor a school type of thing.
Yeah, and we're very clear that it's not adopt a school because we think that's very patriarchal and colonial and patronizing. But it is about partnering with a group of educators and providing them with the kind of support that constitutionally they should get, but they don't get. They should have people who can help with these general management skills that we take for granted.
Where do they find you?
www.pfp4sa.org.
PFP4SA. 4SA. For the number 4.
For number 4.
Great. Louise, thanks very much for
Thank you
talking
very much.
to us.
Thank you.